What would you do with some extra money right now? If all of a sudden you had an extra couple hundred, 500, 1,000, 5,000, $10,000, what would you do right now with that money? Maybe you pay bills. Maybe there's a vacation you want to go on. Maybe someone in your family, there's something they really want to do, a class they want to take. Maybe you've got a class you want to take, or you've got an event you want to go to. I'll bet you there's all sorts of things you could do with that money, right? Well, stick with me on this video. I'm going to share with you what a cash infusion is and how to get one. So I'm Kate Beaters, and I specialize in helping entrepreneurs get unstuck, get moving, and get that cash flowing. And I do it through an amazing system I've developed. It was how I was able to skyrocket my business so quickly and hit 6 figures so fast in this really crazy economy. And it's what I teach the entrepreneurs who work with me too. So let's go back to what a quick cash infusion is. And what that really means is just the ability to be in control of bringing in the money when you need it. And especially, I like to think of a cash infusion too as something too kind of like unplanned a little bit, that something kind of comes up and you just need that money for it. And what I love is the power to be able to do it over and over and over again. And that's something I've always been able to do, whether it's go on vacation, that someone all of a sudden spur of the moment says, hey, Kate, want to go here, want to come there. And it was something that was just really unplanned, but I was able to do it. And I love that. I love being able to say yes and do what I want to do in my life. That's how it works. So I know a lot of you want to have that same ability because there's things you want to do either in your personal life or your business that you need this extra cash for. And this is my expertise. This is what I'm so good at teaching you how to do. So I want to invite you to my upcoming teleseries, Quick Cash Infusion. And it's going to be starting really, really soon. And what's going to happen in this course is we're going to be covering the three things that you need to do to have a cash infusion. And the first is you've got to really know what you want. And that's so important, whether it's the money to go on vacation somewhere, maybe it's, you need to buy a new computer, maybe there's a coach you want to hire, maybe there's an event you want to go to, maybe there's something you need to do for your child, maybe one of your children needs braces and you've got to come up with that money. Could be any of those things, but you got to have that kind of focus, what you need and when you need it by. And then we also, in this course, we also focus in on the actual action steps you need to take. So once you figure out what it is you need, well, how do you get there? What do you physically have to do? Because I'll tell you a little secret. You can have all these wonderful positive thoughts, but if you don't get into action, nothing will happen. Nothing will change. And in fact, it's kind of like they say to women who are single, because I've heard this plenty of times, if you just sit home, in your home, it's not like Prince Charming's going to come knocking on the door. You got to get out and get out there. And, it kind of makes me laugh to say that, but it's the same thing. Same with your business. There's certain action steps you've got to take. And it's not just any action step, because you're typically in a hurry for this. That's what we call the quick action, quick cash infusion. You're in a hurry to get this. So I want to share with you the best action steps to take that are going to bring you the fastest results. Because you don't have time to waste. You want to see this money quickly. And I know all these things because I came from a business development background. I did that for well over 15 years in downtown Boston. And I know all the ins and outs of marketing. So I'm going to share with you my top tips on it. And the last piece that you need is the mindset. Because you already know what it is you want, you know what steps you got to take, but if you've got this belief like, you know what, it's just never, ever, ever going to happen to me, not in a million years, you know what, you're right. And so we've got to shift that mindset. So you believe, you know what, I know what I want, I'm taking the right steps, the money's going to be here when I need it. And I do that through this really powerful technique called tapping, which I also happen to be an expert in. And I love it because it's changed my life dramatically. And I just see those same changes in all the people I work with, the hundreds and hundreds of people I've helped. And I want to help you see those changes too. So that's what we're going to be doing. There's 3 calls, 1 call on each of those topics, on setting your goal, on the action steps, and also on the mindset. And then there's going to be a 4th call. These are all live calls, by the way. And then the 4th call is going to be Q&A. So you'll get a chance to come on and ask your questions. And now some of you may be saying, well, you know what? I've tried some of these things before. I've tried them all and they haven't worked. Well, I'd say to you, maybe you didn't do it the right way. Or maybe you didn't do it consistently enough. So join me. It's going to be an amazing course. It's going to be starting really, really soon. And what I want to share with you actually, and I'm going to put my glasses on for a minute, is read you one of the testimonials from the last time I offered the class, because it was really, really powerful. So let's see. One person wrote, all I wanted was just over 500 pounds for summer school and flights for my daughter. Within 2 weeks of setting the intention and following the action steps Kate talked about in the Quick Cash Infusion course, I had the cash in hand. Actually more. I had over 1,600 pounds in hand. And that was from Shona in Guernsey. So that's really, really powerful. In just 2 weeks, she had that money. Uni wrote that, here she said, Kate is awesome. So thank you, Uni. She said, every time we work together, it's powerful. Day one of the Quick Cash Infusion Teleseries, I attracted $1,450 within 24 hours. It was a small amount, yet I needed the additional cash to fund a small personal project, as I had funds allotted already for another purpose. I followed Kate's instructions and attracted an additional $1,325 45 hours later, topping a check in the mail for $7.95, and then another one for $2.99 this morning at 10 a.m. The class isn't even over yet, but I had a right to share this. Love it. So you can see people getting the results very quick. This is a 2-week class, 2 classes a week, very fast. If you can't make the live classes, no worries. I send the audios out afterwards so you can listen to it. Also going to have a special exclusive forum on Facebook. You can connect with me, connect with other people in the group, and just really, really create some powerful energy. Best part of this course too is that this isn't just a one-time thing. I'm teaching you how to do it over and over and over again in your life. So you'll always be able to manifest that money for that vacation or that course or that project, whatever it is you need. So I want you to join me. And to make it really enticing, I've got a fast action bonus, but you got to grab it really, really quickly because it ends on February 5th. Okay, and all the details for that bonus, which actually drops the price to $97. And for most of you, $97, I mean, you make more than that from just one client in 1 hour. So it's really a no-brainer, especially you see people who are making, $3,000, 1,500 pounds, all sorts of amounts. I mean, come on, $97. It's a no-brainer. So you want to go to the website to sign up, and that's katebeaters.com/quick cash product. Okay, and the class is starting February 11th, so you're going to have to rock and roll to join us soon. And that's the whole thing, because I figure, why wait? And just to give you a real quick last story before I go, is that if you saw my video from the other day, you saw I came up with this idea, decided to do it, and honestly, I was really truthful with you all. I'm a perfectionist. The sales page was not done to reflect these new dates and the changes because my web designer was away. Well, I decided, you know what, it came from my heart, this is what needed to be done, and if it wasn't 100% perfect, that the right people would still be, you know what, I need this, and they'd be okay with it. Well, you know what, if you look at my web page today, everything's as it should be. My web designer was able to get everything done. So that's just an example of how it works, of just getting into action, having the mindset, and know that the right people are signing up for the course. So I want to see you. I want to help you get that quick cash infusion as fast as you can possibly get it. And so join us. See you in the course.